So, Atheist Gamer 100 wants to call me and Fematheus totalitarian utilitarians. So, he gets that trope from TV tropes, but meanwhile, which by the way is not really TV tropes. I wrote that article, it's mine, but TV tropes gives me no credit because Bass said he's a fucking thief and a burglar and a asshole, rapist. But anyway, so Atheist Gamer 100 gets that trope from TV tropes and fails to realize that they are the most totalitarian website ever. I mean, yes, if 4chan bans people randomly as a joke, they think it's funny. They think rape is funny. You know, they think racism is funny too. They think everything's a fucking joke. Murder's a joke. Destruction's a joke. They're just wannabes. They just exude this grade school level of evil. Whereas TV tropes really believes the shit that they say. TV tropes really believes it's their role in life to control every facet of human thought. If you don't believe me, I'm going to link you to all the tropes that don't allow a real-life example. All of them. Literally, all of them. There is this huge list of tropes that do not allow real-life examples. Why? I'll just list a couple of them. Evolutionary levels can't happen in real life, so attracted to unrelated things, taking shots at people. How the fuck? No one is going to compare someone to a Pokemon. And if they are, it is in some metaphorical sense. So in reality, it might be taking a poke at them, but really? Really? You gotta ban people being able to talk about real-life examples with that? And it gets worse. Evil examples. We don't call people evil here. Oh, but you'll ban them. You'll fucking censor them and degrade them and slander them, but you won't call them evil. How wonderful of you. You fucking make me sick. Ethical slut, too controversial. Erotic eating, the descriptions are too explicit. Ethnic scrappy, too controversial. Basically everything's too controversial. False rape accusation, too controversial, even though that does happen. There are plenty of real-life examples. Some that actually have notoriety, but, can't be thinking here. Don't want to have actual discussion here. We're all just supposed to talk about Japanese anime. So, friends with benefits leads into NSFW territory. I don't know what the fuck that means. From nobody to nightmare, it would be just another way of calling a real person evil. Oh, sure, Fast Eddie can call people evil when he calls them a troll and not welcome here, but you can't call them evil because you're the serf. You don't have a voice. Gag penis, too much information. Global warming, too controversial of a topic. Good guys, G-U-I-S-E guys. We don't want to call other people's religions false, even though you do. Gone horribly right, too controversial. Gone horribly wrong, too controversial. Gone too subjective, and life does not have an art style, etc. It just goes on and on and on. And this is just the A to G category or something like that. I could make a fucking 2-hour-long video about how TV tropes bans literally everything. In fact, this isn't even just the only example they give of banning shit. This is just the one of the tropes themselves. There is also this permanent red link club of things that they aren't allowed to talk about or use as phrases. You are not even allowed to use phrases, sentences. Don't fucking tell me about totalitarian utilitarianism if you're gonna defend Moderators, Atheist Gamer 100. You have no idea of the evil that I am fighting here. And yes, I use the word evil because I understand the difference between good and evil, and I'm willing to validate that difference. People that are refusing to validate evil are evil. I have never denied the fact that there are forces of evil at work. The only thing I argue is that there is not this shining puppies and rainbows good example. You could say, no, what's the trope? There's a devil but no God. That's the almost trope that this is, but not quite. What I'm suggesting here is that it's not so simple as to simply say, good, evil. There are multitudes, series of tubes, intertwining, and webs, and confusion, and chaos. And because of that, You have to figure it out for yourself. You have to educate yourself. You can't simply let somebody else tell you what good and evil is, but at the same time, you have to at least listen. You have to listen because it's there, and it's happening, and it's affecting you. So, I don't know how else to put this. Yes, I'm not the most charismatic guy. I'm not able to articulate in such a way that captivates my audience and gets people to listen devotedly and to follow my every whim. I wouldn't want that anyway, because usually the people with that kind of power are evil themselves. That's not my place in life. That's not my place in life to be this glorified leader. And I fight against people like that, precisely for this reason, that they use that power to commit evil, the sort of evil that is the most detrimental to the human mind, to the human soul, and just basically everything. It is because of people like this that the world is dying, that all the bees are killing off, and that's why there's no pollination, global warming, fucking the ocean is unfit to swim in, the water that rains from the sky is unfit to drink, the air is unfit to breathe, because of fucking moderators, in one regard or another. When I say moderators, I don't just mean people on the internet that ban people. Yes, that is a prime example. But when I say moderators, what I really mean to say is authority, the obedience of authority, the acceptance of authority, and the byproduct of authority. The end result of authority. And unfortunately, I don't think you or Geno360 are smart enough to quite comprehend just how deep this goes. You're more worried about me and Fematheist, who have absolutely no say in what goes on in the world. Guess what? Even though Fematheist might want to cut your balls off, she can't. That's what it comes down to. She can't. But guess what? Moderators can ban you. Police officers can break your ribs right open and get away with it. Corporations can fire you and have you living on the street to die. Those are the people that are really evil, in real power, and out to get you. But you're more worried about the what-ifs and what-hows. You're fucking stupid. You're just stupid and immature and children. That's why I call you 12. Even if you're not literally 12, you're acting like you're 12. So give that some forethought, if you're capable.